I'd like to do a prayer to start off my word of encouragement. Matotumai o langi, whaftai lava, moline ang noa, e whaea lo whamalosi, whamomole, whetosuani mai, whamanatu mai, ilo suafa. Amen. Amen. I'd like to share a bit about myself so I'm not a stranger to you. My name is Genesis Bolo and I am 9 years old. I am homeschooled and I love reading and writing. My favorite topics are Bible studies and history. I like talking to people about different things because I like learning from other people. Maybe that's why they chose me today, because I talk a lot. Also, my word of encouragement today is in the form of a spoken word. I hope it blesses you some way today. This is a letter. Dear future generations. First off, I'd like to apologize and say sorry. Sorry that after the years of God's reign in people's hearts, we were the generation to let His church fall apart. Sorry that we were so caught up with our own lives that we were too preoccupied to see the fading of His light. Sorry that we followed the narrative and not God's word, and now you pay with all that you're worth. You see, we thought being submissive was the best solution. We didn't rise, we didn't fight, and here you are, cursed with the consequences of our weakness. You run, you hide. I'm sorry. We're sorry. Just sorry. Sorry that we became comfortable Christians and allowed the comfort and ease to rock us back and forth till we as a church was lulled to sleep. I hope you can forgive us. We didn't realize what would happen. Regardless of the teachings and the warnings drilled into our minds each and every Sabbath. I remember the preacher would always preach, "Wake up!" almost every other Sabbath. But we must have been fast asleep, because when push came to shove and the New World Order came, no one was ready. We weren't ready. I don't know how to say it, but we just weren't ready. Some went into hiding, some turned family and friends into authorities, some took the mark of the beast and tried to justify it and use God's name to cover up the fact that we were just weak. We were still asleep. We became lazy, lethargic, sleeping Christians. I'm sorry. Please forgive us. Youth of today, this letter is a picture of where we as Christians are heading. Because we are too cool, can't be bothered, too busy, and so unaware of the war already raging around us. There is an enemy, and he is real. He is intent and actively working against us, moment by moment, day by day. And here we are thinking, not today. If not today, then when? If not you, then who? Who will you ask to get up and fight for you? You see, the devil does not sleep. Night and day, he is wide awake, and he knows that you, as a child of God, cannot be destroyed anyway. But he will distract you. He will discourage you. He will disable you and divide you from standing up and fighting the spiritual war we are already in. I'm not saying these things so you can be angry or scared. I'm saying these things so we can be prepared. He said, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." But I don't know about you, but that's enough for me to get up and continue to shine His light, even if that gets me on the wrong side of man. Philippians 2 verse 12 and 13 says, "Work out your salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who is at work within you." You see, the life we live now is not as simple anymore. We are losing our freedoms quicker than can be restored. Stop waiting for mom and dad to open the door, but step into the light and do the work. The fight is as much ours as it is theirs. 1 Timothy 4 verse 12 says, "Do not let anyone despise your youth, but set an example for believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity." Brothers and sisters, the world is changing, and we must too. The lazy days of the Christian culture must come to an end. Starting today, starting with you. Ila suwa for Yesu. Amen.
Yay.